Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I'm just trying this out, okay? I wanted to do dragon messages for you all, but I'm still in my pajamas, so there's no way that I'm going actually online. So I'm doing it this way, and I've actually got a Oracle of the Dragon Fae to look at, and obviously the dragon tarot as well. Let's have a look at those. Really pretty. Okay, so what I'm doing is I won't be able to see your comments. All right, so I apologize. I'm trying to get some videos finished today, but I really wanted to do, and my husband backed me up. I really wanted to do a dragon message for us all, okay, to start the week. I have done some other readings today on Instagram and Facebook and for patrons, but now we're just going to have a look at what's going on for all you beautiful YouTubers out there, okay, and see what comes up. I'm going to start, firstly, with a message from the Oracle of the Dragon Fae. Now, this is kind of a little bit different. It's Lucy Cavendish. When I first got these, they didn't really work with me. I don't know why. Okay, sorry I can't see your comments, guys. So I don't know why it happened, but you know, sometimes you leave things for a little while and then the right message comes up. So they're very big cards. I'm just going to ask for a overall message for everyone. And of course, this is just a quick reading. I'm just going live with it, but I can't see your comments, so I do apologize. But I kind of wanted to do it this way. See if it would work. All right, and thank you guys for being here. Thank you all for being a part of YouTube and subscribing, of course. All right, so let's have a look what message. Oh, I'm having to shuffle this for a minute here. Okay, all right. This is for everyone. And the card that you received is Queen Marb. All right, let me lift this up a little. Queen Marb. All right, let's have a look what she has. Your ancient wisdom is awakening. Don't we want to hear that? There's all kinds of stuff happening in this particular card. It's card number 11, which is justice, and that kept coming out all day today. Queen Marb, your ancient wisdom is awakening. So I'm going to give a message for this. I apologize, I can't see any of your messages. It's just in a funny angle, okay? So welcome everybody. So here it is, Queen Marb, your ancient wisdom is awakening. So I'm going to read her channeled message for you first. I am Marb. Some call me Queen, and it is of your independence and personal sovereignty that I wish to speak to you at this time. Each day, you see and feel injustices in your world. And each time you remain mute, you allow the energy to spiral. Now is the time to make the difference. Now is the time to take back the power the Mother, the Earth Goddess, from whom we were all birthed, gave to you to safeguard and keep wisely the precious gift of being on the planet. Understand that you are energy and can use more than the old aggressive ways. Use your energy and your mind, breathwork, and what you call prayer, but what I call magic, to speak and allow your voice to reach others. You are more powerful than you know. When you find yourself struggling within the cage of anger and fear, breathe love and rest and revive yourself with knowledge of your own strength. Know the Dragon Fae are with you and will help you to transmit your messages around the world that you dwell in now. For I know and I tell you that a reckoning will be made, and that you are a part of this magical planet's rescue team. Be strong, be wise, stay safe, and change the world. Okay? So about Marb, there's a little message for us here. And it's talking about getting back to the basics of our empowerment and magic, reconnecting with the old ways and seeing them as eternal, understanding the karmic history of your area and applying the principles and lessons in the present moment, telepathically receiving messages and trusting in them. Knowing that your thoughts have energy and can have an immense impact on what happens. Indulge in some old-fashioned magic, believe in your own abilities, and trust in the ancient ways of wisdom that run in your blood as well as in the planet's heartbeats. Okay? So, your ancient wisdom is awakening. You know, the energy of Marb, she works with the younger dragons to safeguard and keep the knowledge of the earth alive and to keep the fairy realm safe from human ravages and interferences. She moves super quickly. She is electric. Her energy charged at times, despairing and sad at others and slow at others. And her enormous energy becomes drained. She is fierce and so courageous, and she uses her magic to ensure her realm is safe and to safeguard humans in turn. So she's often portrayed as a queen, but her crown is of light and of energy, as you can see. She is connected to our own dreams, and she ensures that what we wish for, when it comes from love, comes to us. She appears to many of us in her dreams and is very beautiful. She has a flock of young dragons who work with her and report back to her on what is happening in the world in those times when her energy is too exhausted for her to travel far. So she never gives in and she will never abandon her people. So know that you're loved and protected by Marb too, that you are beloved for your unique and even odd qualities, and that blending in is not the way. So this is for everyone who's ever ached at their separation from the old ways and helps us to get back into enchantment energy. Beautiful. Okay. So she says hi to all of us. She's working with us on big changes that are coming, awakening, justices, transformations, of course, and working with the energy of the dragons to help us to be really, really strong, especially right now when we really need to be strong, right? Okay, so I'm also going to do, and thank you guys for coming in. I'm sorry I can't see your comments, so I do appreciate you all. Just doing a quick little reading today. All right. Let's see what the dragons are saying, what we really need to focus on, and some surprises that are coming our way. What do we need to know? All right, so the first one is chains, okay? And this is normally the devil card. And what it's talking about here is how we feel, obviously. We feel like other people are in control of us, their desires, their hopes, their wishes, whatever it is that they want. And we also have the energy of the dragon here, and we're afraid of it, okay? However, he's very loosely holding the chains. So basically, it's talking about you being stuck yourself. You holding yourself back from the next part of your life. You fearing something that isn't even real, and the light is pouring over the top of you, trying to get you to see that if only you looked in a different direction, you'd be able to move away from whatever fears are there as well. So in this position, of the chains, we are being held back by our own self. And anything else other than that is a fear that we've created. And of course, fears can create as well as hopes and dreams and wishes. So we've created something bigger, excuse me, than what is actually really there. So this is all about perspective. Sometimes the energy of this card comes up in a different way, but this is how I'm seeing it today for us. Okay. All right, so we'll keep on going. So once we move out of that energy, I'm just going to take the cards right off the top. Once we move out of that energy, we're into an energy that is blissfully unaware of what anyone else is doing anyway, right? It's just completely in tune with what you want, where you're going, creative energy, and bringing you into an abundant energy mindset. Now, with the abundant energy, some people always think about money when I say that, but it's not always about money. It could be abundance of time, abundance of resources, abundance of connections, things becoming a lot easier, and therefore life becoming easier as well. And then we end up with the 9 of Pentacles. Oh my God. So not only do we have the 10 of Pentacles going on, where everything is coming into fruition and everything's beautiful, but we have the 9. And the 9 talks about you being able to do this for yourself. And look how many animals are around, and so many animals and dragons, wolves, all protection. Actually, what else is on this card? So you have the squirrels, all the different birds. There's a rabbit in the background. There's stars, there's wolves, mice, connection with all that is, and being in your blissful place, right? So this week, if we can bust away from the chains that have been holding us back, the TV, the news, all of this dogma and stress that everybody is always going through, and understanding that we've been triggered all year in 2020 anyway. You know, it's been so difficult, and then we're thrown into this year. We're moving into a full moon, okay, on the 28th. So I'm going to be live at some point around that time for the full moon. And really, really focusing on our intentions, because February in itself has got a lot of strong energy in it already. I'm kind of really excited for February, and then again for March, April, actually right through. So this is probably going to be one of the toughest months, where we're getting ourselves adjusted to a lot of different things, right? But also by this full moon that's coming up on the 28th, you know, it's a full moon in Leo. So you're going to feel this determination to push forward. You're going to feel this strength behind you. And if you are connecting with the dragons, then they're even going to push you even further. Now, very soon I will be teaching a course on dragon energy healing. And people already took the course at last year. However, I'm going to recreate it, and you'll get a certificate, like a diploma for completing it. And it will be in 2 parts. One part will be healing, and then, talking about dragons, learning about dragons, activating things with the dragons. And the second part is how to use it as your own healing method as well. Something that I created myself. So I would really appreciate it. If you guys are interested in that, let me know down below. All right, so then we move into the Queen of Swords energy. Again, thank you all for being here. Sorry I can't see your comments, but I'm just doing this quick live to see what the dragons are saying to us. And she is completely aware of her power, and has the red dragon of fire behind her. The fire dragon's leader is known as Fafnir. And if you ask that particular dragon to burn away anything you no longer need and also create a path for you, he would love to do that job for you. Okay? You don't have to be special or have some kind of special energy attunement or be, I don't know, some big spiritual mystic guru to work with the dragons. They're there with you anytime you're ready to connect. And this one is talking about your own empowerment. Of course, I'm always going to talk about that. And clearing the way ahead for you. Making sure that you remember to ask for that as well. Okay, so the next card is the Five of Cups, and you're just being reminded not to cry over spilt milk. Sometimes there's going to be things that happen. Sometimes there's going to be things we don't like. Sometimes we're going to go through adjustment periods. Sometimes we're just going to get annoyed at someone's post or their comments or remarks. You know, people think they're funny sometimes. I think sometimes people think that it's just their sense of humor, but you know, sometimes it's actually a direct attack, and they cover it up by trying to be funny, you know, using their sense of humor, whatever. And you know, we can see right through that. We know what that really is, and sometimes it gets to us. You know, we can be affected by the thoughts and feelings of other people because this is what we've had to deal with our whole life. How our whole life has been shaped around what others think, especially people who we value, you know, like our parents or our family, for example. We value what they think of us. And many of us spend our life then transferring that into what others think, you know. And sometimes it can be a difficult thing, but you need to know that no matter how you react to a situation, if you get yourself upset about something or you get worked up about something or you're flying off the handle or whatever, then that's okay. You know, it's if it continues that it can show a deeper problem. So if you're annoyed for more than 2 days, there's a deeper problem. Okay. I don't know how people can do that. I don't know how someone can stay angry at someone else for a super long time. It's such a waste of your energy, you know, and you don't want to go into that either, right? Because it leads to this. It leads to this stressing out thing, sleepless nights, all that sort of stuff. Sometimes when we're having upgrades or attunements or energy work done while we're asleep, we can have, you know, we can feel like we've just been, like we haven't slept at all. You know, sometimes it can feel like you've just been dragged around the world a few times by the hair in your sleep, right? My husband and I had like 3 days of stomach cramps and weird sensations and feeling like we didn't sleep at all and we were off doing something. And it was all attuning energy, strengthening energy, changing energy, you know? And letting go of things. When you do cord cutting of any type, when you're cutting cords, wow. Sometimes we did a huge exercise on Saturday for the webinar. And I mean, you know, it affected us for a couple of days. So, yeah, don't let yourself get all worked up. Finally, the Queen of Wands. This is how we want to be. We want the blue dragons around. By the looks of it, the blue dragons in this particular sense are wish dragons, the dragons that are coming forth bringing wishes, bringing success. Blue is always a card of success. Well, it's always a color of success, sorry. For me, that's how I always see it. I always see it as Archangel Michael as blue. Some people see him as purple, and that's okay. So there's success around you, and you have all of the knowledge that you need in order to succeed, right? In order to succeed, you have all the knowledge there. Sometimes you may not think so. Sometimes you may not think so. You may think, I've got to go and ask somebody else how to do this or do that, or I need to look at things in a different way, or I need to get more education behind me, or I need to do some more courses, or I need to do this, but you forget about yourself. And the more that we start to learn to strengthen, the less problems we have in everyday life, in our body, in our jobs, in everything, right? So the Queen of Wands here with a big blue dragon is with you, offering support and offering a way forward, but you're the one that's got to take the first steps, right? It's like, what is it? The journey of a 1,000 miles. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. And yeah, I don't know where I got that from. I know it's a saying. I know it's a saying. So anyway, it was actually on my certificate for my kickboxing classes, and that's where I came. It was on my certificate when I got my first, like, belt kind of thing for Muay Thai, because I did Thai boxing. So not your little Billy Blanks kickboxing. I did the Thai boxing. I went for it. So yeah, that was on my. I was through BJC. So if anyone knows that out there, that was me. So anyway, the dragons are reassuring us. I just want to do one more card. I love Billy Blanks too. And one, and two, huh, huh. But yeah, gosh, he could kick high, couldn't he? Anyway, this is what happens. We move into balance, into temperance. Moving into balance and temperance, connectedness together. So this week, okay, let's have a look at these cards for this week. We have the chains. We need to break free from an illusion, right? We need to break free from an illusion. And it's not as bad as it seems. And this will lead us into this abundant phase and feeling strong and powerful within ourselves. And in moving forward fearlessly, right? Moving forward fearlessly and clearing the way ahead. Remember to use Fafnir, the fire dragons. You say his name out loud 3 times and you are going to get goosebumps. And then you got to watch out for the color red, orange kind of thing as well. It'll start being everywhere. Okay? Don't cry over any spilt milk. Just don't get yourself all worked up about the tiniest little things, right? Because it passes. And then we've wasted all this time stressing about it. Instead, if something comes up that you don't like, visualize the ending you do like. And things will change and it will start getting easier. Because otherwise you're going to end up in the 9 of Swords where you can't sleep. And stress is going on, etc. Anxiety is setting in and everything's pointing to you. Look at all the swords. It's all your fault, that kind of thing. You don't want to go into that energy. It causes problems, more problems than answers, right? So we want to move into the Queen of Wands energy. It is a Leo, Aries, Sagittarian energy. And just so you know, I'm actually the Queen of Wands in the tarot. This could be me as an old bird. And with my big old dragon going, God, what next? What next is coming? But there she goes again. Oh, my dragons are exhausted. Okay. And then we bring our energy into the temperance energy and we're more balanced and secure, etc. So this week may be a little challenging, okay? Maybe some things that come forward that annoy us or whatever. But we're in this beautiful energy of change right now. And, we're going to have to see some things be in our face a little bit. And, eventually we will understand why it had to be how it was. But enjoy. I will be back with more readings. I appreciate some of you for dropping in. I know it's a little bit of a scattered time. But just quietly, before we finish, you would not believe, my husband and I came up today with the most awesome business name We've registered the business name. We've done the whole thing. But we're going to start a different website for the crystals and metaphysical tools and, all of that sort of stuff. And we've called it Rockin' Gems. Get the tagline? The tagline is keeping you attuned. I love it. Oh my God, I'm like the only one that's laughing. So we're called Rockin'-Gems, keeping you attuned. And so I'm setting it all up as we speak behind the scenes. So it sort of covers everything. I was lucky to be able to set it up because I thought for sure somebody would have that name, right? But nobody did. So away we went. And we've got it now. So we're going to be able to, hopefully we'll have something in this store. We're going to have something in the store. I remember my dad. The reason I said that like that is because my dad came to Australia to visit me just before just after my brother died in the year 2000. My dad came out to Australia. And I took him to like a diner, And in Australia, we have what you call rolls, 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 right? So you can have salad on your roll. You can have butter on the roll. You can just have a roll with your dinner. It doesn't matter, right? So my dad turned around and the waitress said, to my dad, so you just want a roll like that? And my dad turned around to the waitress and said, well, I want something on the roll. So just like, I'm like, you're a jerk. Like, I'm like, my dad is just like, anyway, the poor lady was like, the poor lady was so upset. But every time, every now and then something like that, well, I want something on my sandwich. we know what the inside joke is. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for Rockin' Gems, keeping you attuned by Bobby and Becky. Oh my God. And I'm working on all the logos and stuff. We're going to probably have Pilot's Pick, of the week and Cisco Synchronicity saying. That's the dogs, if you didn't know. We're going to have that. We're just going to be, whatever. We're going to do whatever we're going to do. We just need to get some stock now. Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, everybody, thanks for the laughs. I hope we made you laugh today and keep everything lighthearted. And you will see me on video soon, just not now. Okay, folks, not now. It's like not going to happen. All right. Lots of love to everybody. Talk to you guys all soon. And we'll have some courses available and stuff as well really soon, okay? And until the next time, lots of love, many blessings, and bye for now. I'm even waving. Bye. Thanks for coming. Thank you, G, for being here. Bye. Thanks, honey. Bye.